Hello, my name is Rachel Bonarek. Welcome to my video. I am a senior organizational communication student, and I'm going to be talking to you today about my chosen field and how my communication degree will be a part of that. I have wanted to be an actor ever since I was a little kid, and that continues to be my plan. I want to do specifically film and television acting, but I am down for pretty much any kind of performance. Commercials, party princess, pretty much anything like that to help subsidize my art as I pursue it. I'm also a West Coast swing and ballroom dance instructor currently, and I want to continue to do that after I graduate. I consider everything that I'm doing in performance to be part of one cohesive career, not a bunch of separate ones. So I am from the suburbs of Chicago, and I plan to go back to the Chicagoland area after I graduate. If you're wondering, according to the Foreign Labor Certification Data Center online wage library, the median wage for an actor in my area is $56,410, and that ranges from a level 1 at about $21,000 all the way up to a level 4 at $74,000. Despite being from and wanting to go back to the Chicagoland area to pursue a career in the arts, I picked myself up 3 years ago and moved myself to Muncie, Indiana to get a degree in organizational communication. Even though I came to school with a declared major, I cannot tell you how many times I have questioned my decision. But then I listened to this book by talent agent Philip Carlson entitled Breaking and Entering, a Manual for the Working Actor. And right at the beginning, he talks about what your journey might be like as an actor, right? So let's say that you decide to pursue a degree in acting. You go to this great school, you have this great performance at the end, right before you graduate, and then you find a job to support your art, and then you're not getting an agent, you're not getting any bookings, so you decide to sign up for an acting workshop in your area. Now, let's say alternatively that you decide to get a liberal arts degree. You get your liberal arts degree, you graduate, you get a job to support your art, and then you decide to sign up for an acting workshop in your area with the same person who went to such and such prestigious acting school. And he asks, who then is in the better situation? He says that at least people with liberal arts degrees are far more interesting. So I decided to stop worrying about if I was on the right path or if I should be getting an acting degree and focus on the benefits of my communication degree. As an actor, my entire job is communication. From meeting people to winning the room even if I don't book the part, to communicating as a character. But beyond performing, there are also a handful of problems within the industry. And the more that I have been a part of the swing and ballroom dance communities, the more I've realized that most of these issues stem from poor communication and bad organizational culture. If you are in the organizational communication track at Ball State, you will take COM 441. This is Contemporary Issues in Organizational Communication. In my class, we wrote an 18 to 25 page paper over the course of the semester, and it was actually more fun than it sounds. I did an autoethnography about my experiences within the West Coast swing world. I analyzed it as a total institution and then delved deep into topics like aesthetic labor, identity construction, boundary negotiation, the use of social media, and so much more. This was invaluable because I not only learned so much about how performers and artistic teachers function and are consumed, but I learned how to articulate those findings in a critical analysis of my own industry and my own experiences. And that is how you're a responsible member of any industry, or any community, or any country. Persuasion was another class that made me really think about the acting industry. I had an acting class right before it, and the combination of the two made me consider all of these ethical issues and how the media influences our perception, and then also how film shapes our culture and society just as much as our society and our culture shapes our film. But the best part, again, wasn't so much the knowledge I accumulated, although that was very valuable. It was that I now had the tools to assess and analyze and consider and discuss what I was observing. I actually TA'd for that class the following semester and gave 2 guest lectures, one of which was about persuasion and dance. So that's cool. But from an acting standpoint, there are 2 classes especially that made me significantly more educated about people communicate. Com theory and communication and conflict. Theory is a crash course in our discipline's theories. While the organizational ones did give me tools to analyze an organization's culture, the interpersonal ones gave me a sense of my own behavior, how other people arrive at their standpoints, and how everything interacts in communication. Communication and conflict looked into things like why different goals lead to conflict styles, power dynamics, and so much more. The stuff that I learned from especially these two classes gives me tools to deeper understand and appreciate a character and their communication for a deeper performance. So while having a communication degree, or any degree, won't give me a step up in the acting world, it did make me a better person, communicator, critical thinker, and researcher. And you know what? I'm in good company. David Boreanaz from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Bones, Stephen Colbert, obviously David Letterman, James Gandolfini from The Sopranos, Matthew McConaughey, and so many others have comm studies degrees. I found this out from a 2012 article from communicationstudies.com entitled 29 Famous People You Never Knew Had Communication Degrees. And you know what? That's so true. I had no idea that David Boreanaz had a comm degree, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer is one of my favorite TV shows. Long story short, what you get from a comm degree is invaluable and transferable. But ultimately, it depends on how you use it.